The Phalaenopsis orchid is one of my very favorite orchids. It's easy to grow. Among the orchids, it's one of the very easiest. And that makes it a great plant for a beginning orchid grower or anyone who loves a beautiful blooming indoor plant. Now, the Phalaenopsis orchid has a common name of moth orchid, and that comes from the old species that had these large white flowers that hung in the air, looked like moths hovering around. But these days, breeders have hybridized many species together. The color range is hardly believable anymore. From the basic whites and pinks, we now have all kinds of shades of golds and yellows, oranges, pinks, roses, reds, and beautiful whites. In addition to the diversity in color that we have today, we also have a diversity in sizes. Breeders have taken the larger growing Phalaenopsis and bred them down to smaller growing plants. Now you can see these plants right in here. We have your standard Phalaenopsis here, smaller growing cultivars right here, and look at these little mini Phalaenopsis. They fit right on a windowsill and be so easy to grow. They're so compact and so cute when you look at them. Now the size of the flower will indicate the size of the plant. So a plant that produces big flowers like this will grow larger. A Phalaenopsis that produces small flowers will tend to stay more compact, and that will help guide you on the size plant you want. Now place them in a nice bright window. A little morning sun is fine. You can put these plants outside during the summertime in a shady location. Watering them is fairly easy. If they're in a clear pot like this, just wait for the medium to look dry and for the roots to turn white, and then water them. When you see a lot of roots coming out of the top like this, it means it's time to repot it into a larger pot. Easy to do, but just make sure you use an orchid mix to repot it. Orchids grow in special kinds of mixes. So think about adding Phalaenopsis orchids to your indoor houseplant collection. They're gorgeous. They stay in bloom for a long, long period of time and come back and bloom for you every year with good care. For Get It Growing, I'm Dan Gill with the LSU AgCenter.